Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carly's fierce outburst, Drew goes too far, Brad's blunder, and Sunny's face-off. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, March 3rd to 14th, predict that Carly Spencer will have a heated outburst, Drew Quartermaine will go too far, Brad Cooper will make a mistake, and Sunny Corinthos will engage in a fight. Jen Sidwell's entrance to the Quartermaine home appears to be a source of concern for Sasha Gilmore Corbin from March 3rd to 7th. Sidwell may try to coerce Sasha into a contract by making her fear for her unborn child's safety. Sasha will lean on Jason Morgan in the aftermath, which will provide an opportunity for them to grow closer. Meanwhile, Lulu Spencer will seek Damian Spinelli's assistance, presumably to obtain any information Martin Gray may be hiding about Valentine Cassadine and Charlotte Cassadine's whereabouts. Drew will confront Curtis Ashford at the Metro Court and issue vengeful threats. Drew will play dirty in retaliation to Curtis' sabotage. That might bode trouble for Portia Robinson, who thought she had the Brad situation under control. Portia will soon discover that Brad sent the lab results tampering proof to Selena Wu, who may share it with Drew as part of a mutually beneficial arrangement. Ava Jerome will have some words of wisdom for Portia to consider, but given her track record, she may not be the ideal person to seek advice from. In Miami, Brad will believe his strategy is working. Brad has been wanting to get closer to Lucas Jones during this symposium trip, and when Lucas teases a possible reunion, Brad will be overjoyed. However, Brad will finally make a major admission. Could Brad's remorse push him to disclose all of the Portia and Selena turmoil before sleeping with Lucas? It's also feasible that Portia will contact Lucas once she discovers Brad's betrayal and exposes his conduct. In that event, Brad might be forced to confess, putting an end to his chances of reuniting with Lucas. Carly will have a violent outburst. That could refer to Drew's persistent poor behavior or Willow Corinthos' decision to move into his new home. Carly will eventually make a crucial decision, which will involve either retaliating against Drew or succumbing to bedroom temptation with Brennan. Whatever the situation, Jack Brennan will want to help Carly relax, so they'll go on a date. Unfortunately, that date will be thrown off, so stay watching to see if Sidwell or someone else may interfere. Back with Lulu, she'll have a purpose to track down Cody Bell and will eventually consider her next action. Could Lulu learn about Dante and Brooklyn's camp fling as a prelude to the big reveal? Lulu could start accumulating clues, especially if she discovers Brooklyn abandoned a kid as a teenager. It could lead Lulu to believe Dante is the father. Regardless, Brooklyn Quartermaine will be cornered, and Lulu may subject her to a harsh questioning. According to other General Hospital teasers, Sunny will encounter Tracy Quartermaine while Elizabeth Baldwin speaks with Drew. Liz might advise Drew to back off Portia if her career is on the line. Willow will then form a friendship with Isaiah Gannon, before Isaiah falls even more for Jordan Ashford. Will there be some passion between Jordan and Isaiah in the near future? Since Alexis Davis will be invited to Windmere, it appears that Sidwell may summon her under the cover of a professional affair. Alexis should proceed with caution because Sidwell constantly appears to have ulterior purposes and cannot be trusted. The week of March 10th to 14th could be full of surprises, especially if Spinelli comes through for Lulu on Martin's private records. Martin has case notes on Giovanni Gio Palmieri from his meeting with Lois Cerullo, so there's a potential they'll be revealed at some point. Nina Reeves will eventually take advantage of Drew's safe combination. When Nina learns that Willow has agreed to move in with Drew, she will be even more motivated to gain leverage and bring Drew down. Our predictions indicate that Drew and Nina's quarrel will spin out of control, so don't miss all of the bombshell news to come. Finally, Brad may be feeling sad after blowing his second chance with Lucas. That is especially true because it will allow Lucas to move on romantically while leaving Brad in the rearview mirror. General Hospital spoilers, Drew doesn't get along with this person. Perhaps it's time to move on from this pairing? That's what many General Hospital viewers are thinking these days, as more and more people agree that Drew lacks chemistry with the one person he's meant to love in Port Charles. General Hospital spoilers, Drew lacks chemistry with this person. We'll just get right to it. Drew appears to lack chemistry with Willow. In fact, many GH fans claim that whenever they appear on the canvas together, nothing seems to make sense about their relationship. Some commentators have even said, I don't like them together, but I don't fast forward through their scenes. At the very least, they are not boring. I think that they should carry this storyline further. Willow has to learn the truth about Drew, have a mental breakdown, and begin pleading for forgiveness. Another viewer wrote, the other day, while they were at the GCPD, Willow turned to Drew and said, let's leave. I began chanting, yes. And never come back to town. LOL. Drew reminds me of other Shiloh Archer, and Willow is so under his thumb that she can't or won't get out. There was also this comment, everybody seems to agree, except the writers. I felt the same way about Drew and Carly's scenes, but I'm really enjoying their scenes now. General Hospital spoilers, what's next for Drew and Willow? It remains to be seen whether Willow and Drew will endure as a pair, but there is considerable General Hospital conjecture that she may restart anything when Michael Corinthos returns home to Port Charles. Braden Bruner opens up about the new Emma on GH. After watching Emma grow up on television, General Hospital fans were surprised to see her return in December 2024 with not just a new look but also a completely new attitude. Daytime newcomer Braden Bruner, who replaced Brooklyn Ray Silzer in the role, wants fans to know that she is attempting to honor Patrick and Robin's daughter's past. When I knew I was reading with Finola, Hughes, Anna, for the screen test, that's when I started assuming it was for an Emma recast, Bruner told Steve Burton and Bradford Anderson on an edition of the Daily Drama podcast. So I went back and watched some old YouTube videos. I watched all I could find on YouTube, including the HIV tale with Robin, the Stone story, Finola's early life, Emma's birth, and more. That being said, she went on, the way my character is written as she returns this time is so different. I'm focusing on creating my own version of Braden, rather than copying other actors' performances. But I still want to humanize her and preserve those essential attributes. The actress also urged General Hospital viewers to give Emma a chance as she returns to Port Charles and we get to know her all over again. We're gonna peel back those layers more and more as we're getting to learn her story since she's been at Berkeley and what happened while she was at Berkeley, says Bruner. Because we've only briefly discussed that. I kind of came in guns blazing with everyone, she added, laughing. I believe that certain people will be the voice of reason for her, and we will learn more about her intentions. Like, what makes her tick? She's a lot, but I want people to know she has a very wonderful heart. She is also exceedingly loyal to those she loves, as well as her friends and family. And she occasionally misses social cues or comes in incredibly enthusiastic before thinking, and I believe this is her journey of self-actualization. In Chasing Fatherhood on General Hospital, Swickard has nailed his character's current narrative. Chase on General Hospital has been upset since discovering he is sterile, and Josh Swickard has been killing it as his character struggles with the consequences. In It's Not You, It's Me, Swickard delivers one touching performance after another as Chase struggles with the fact that he is unable to build a family with Brooklyn owing to his inability to father a child. The sincere and noble cop received the news a few weeks ago and has been on a mission to establish a family ever since. With each episode, Chase devises new ways to make the couple's dream a reality, even suggesting that they use his brother Finn's sperm to conceive his wife. As Chase tried to persuade Brooklyn to accept the proposal, Swickard portrayed a guy anxiously seeking a method to fulfill his wife's desire of becoming a mother. Mother of a secret, while Brooklyn has admitted to placing her kid up for adoption, two major revelations are still to come. First, Dante was the baby's biological father. Second, that son, Gio, lives beneath the Quartermain mansion. Lois, unbeknownst to Brooklyn, entrusted the newborn boy Brooklyn delivered to Lois' cousin, Camila Cerillo, who raised him as her own. Brooklyn told Chase about having a kid and putting it up for adoption, but she didn't mention that the father was Dante Falconeri, Chase's best friend and colleague at the PCPD. But when the other secret, that Gio is that child, is revealed, everyone in the Quartermain household will be shocked. Chase responded with compassion and care for Brooklyn, despite the fact that she had kept the truth from him for the entirety of their relationship. He is gentle and noble with Brooklyn, takes his profession as a cop seriously, and is a good friend of Dante. Playing the good guy may get old quickly, but Swickard's easygoing portrayal is never overly vanilla or impossibly sweet. You can't help but root for him, and I'm looking forward to the day when Swickard can get his teeth into the material after the inevitable backlash. Monica Quartermaine left a legacy of strength, tenacity, and family secrets, some known, some hidden deep beneath the surface. Her death will send shockwaves through Port Charles, leaving a vacuum in the Quartermaine household that may never be completely filled. However, when the family gathers to mourn, whispers of an unexpected revelation have the potential to magnify their anguish. Monica has been the matriarch of the Quartermaine family for years, serving as the glue that has held them together through innumerable trials and tragedies. But what if, in her final days, she left an unexpected legacy? What if the truth she had hidden all these years was about to rewrite Quartermaine history? There have long been speculations about Jason Morgan and Drew Cain's births. The fact that they were twins was stunning enough, but what if that wasn't the full story? What if there was another child kept away, a lost heir to the Quartermaine fortune? The third brother theory. Decades ago, Susan Moore gave birth to what the world thought were twin sons of Alan Quartermaine, Jason and Drew. But Heather Weber was involved in that narrative, and if the residents of Port Charles have learned anything, it's that Heather is never a trustworthy source of information. What if the information she provided all those years ago was not completely accurate? What if she only revealed part of the story? What if Susan Moore had 3 boys, rather than 2? A triplet born with Jason and Drew, but separated before anyone could discover the truth. A third brother is kept away, possibly even by Monica herself. Before his injury, Jason Quartermaine was on track to follow in Alan's footsteps as a talented young doctor with a bright future. But fate had different intentions. The vehicle accident that changed his life also transformed him into the Jason Morgan we know today, stoic, loyal, and dangerous in ways Jason Quartermaine never was. But what if the absent brother never experienced the same tragedy? What if he developed into the guy Jason was always intended to be? A doctor, a healer, a man who carried on the best traditions of the Quartermaine family without the weight of the mob or the ghosts of Sonny Corinthos and Carly Spencer? And what if Monica, devastated by what happened to Jason, discovered this missing son years ago and opted to keep him to herself? His arrival in Port Charles and Monica's death will upset the Quartermaine household. However, another bombshell awaits her in the aftermath of her loss. Her last will and testament includes a name no one recognizes, a man who will soon arrive in Port Charles, bringing a recognizable face and an even greater presence. He resembles Jason Quartermaine. He acts like Jason Quartermaine. And when he walks through the doors of General Hospital, people can't help but feel like they've traveled back in time. But, who is he? And why didn't Monica tell anyone? The fallout for Jason Morgan, the revelation would be shocking. He spent decades struggling with the man he was and the man he became. Someone now stands before him, representing everything he has lost. Drew Cain's sense of identity will be tested once more as he discovers another brother. For the Quartermaines, the missing heir may be a long-lost blessing or a threat to the delicate family balance they've worked so hard to maintain. A Quartermaine reckoning as Port Charles attempts to comprehend this stunning arrival. One question remains: who knew the truth all along? Did Monica inform anyone? Did Heather Weber once again hold the key to a life-changing secret? And most importantly, why was this brother hidden away for so long? Because in Port Charles, no secret is ever truly buried. And the Quartermaine family is about to discover that their most valuable legacy may be one they never knew existed. Spoilers, is Jack's interest in Joss just a way to neutralize Sonny and Jason? General Hospital spoilers indicate that WSB Chief Jack Brennan's recent actions have Jason Morgan and Jocelyn Joss Jacks caught up in a hazardous game of play. Jack's obsession with bringing Jason into the WSB may be less about his abilities and more about undermining Sonny Corinthos' enterprise. Joss is now entangled in Jack's web following Cyrus' murder, and the prospect of losing herself while attempting to flee her crime is gnawing at her. But is Jack just using Joss as a pawn to flip Jason and, as a result, damage Sonny? General Hospital spoilers, Sonny, not Jason? Jack was pleading for Jason's partnership with the WSB months ago, dangling the federal job like candy, but Jason's devotion to Sonny has rendered him untouchable. We've all thought Jack wants Jason because he's a one-man wrecking crew, cool, calculated, and deadly. What if that isn't the complete story? If you dig a little deeper, it appears that Jack's preoccupation isn't about Jason being an asset to the WSB, but about removing him from Sonny's orbit. Sunny's enterprise thrives with Jason as his right hand, take that away, and the mob lord is vulnerable. Jack is a strategist, and silencing Sunny via co-opting Jason could be the ultimate goal we've neglected. Suddenly, the employment offers resemble a takedown more than a recruitment pitch. Spoilers, Joss becomes Jack's bait and Jason's fall guy Jack's dirty hands are all over Joss' current situation, which is a masterstroke of manipulation. He set her up, directing her towards Cyrus Renault until she pulled the trigger, after which he swooped in to assist her in cleaning up the scene. Joss thought she was avoiding a bullet, but Jack was planning a bigger game, putting Jason's hair at the crime scene to frame him. She had no idea her savior was blaming it on Jason and assembling a case that could destroy him. Joss is now in too deep to bail out, and Jason has unknowingly become the fall guy. Jack wasn't just covering tracks, he set a trap, and Joss was the bait. General Hospital spoilers, does Stone Cold leave Sunny out in the cold? Now, we're wondering if Jack's idea will actually work out. No, Jason would never willingly ditch Sunny and leave him in the cold. What if he thought he had no choice? What if news of Joss being absorbed by the WSB makes Jason believe that his alliance with her is more essential than keeping Sunny safe? We have to accept that Sunny will probably agree with that. Sunny has already been enjoying life after organized crime. Is Jason's new job at the WSB protecting Joss as Sunny prepares to retire? If that's the case, Jack has successfully completed his mission. General Hospital comings and goings, surprise standing shift. A lead actor's standing on General Hospital has changed unexpectedly. A longtime actor's status with General Hospital has changed. Here's an update on the show's casting. Find out whether any newbies are joining the ABC soap as contract, recurring, or day players, if any popular actors from the past are returning, and which of your favorite performers are leaving. Taj Bello, who started as TJ Ashford in 2018 and signed a deal with the show until 2022, appears to have been released from his contract. Bello's name, which had featured in the closing credits for the previous 3 years, mysteriously vanished in February. Bradford Anderson returns as Damian Spinelli on Monday, March 3rd. Expect the actor to interact with Alex Haven's Lulu. Perry Shin continues to earn more screen time as Brad Cooper. He appears again on Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. On Wednesday, March 5th, Chris McKenna will return as Jack Brennan. The WSB official appears in scenes alongside Carly, played by Laura Wright. As the Jason Morgan case progresses, Nanzine Contractor's role as Assistant DA Turner continues to be highlighted. The actress is the real-life wife of Carlo Rhoda, who portrays Jens Sidwell. Jequin Jackson has been playing Quinn. The character is Kai's best buddy and fellow Port Charles University student. General Hospital spoilers, Willow's trust fades. Will Drew be able to keep her? According to General Hospital spoilers, Willow Corinthos is in the thick of the drama this week, beginning to side-eye her beau, Drew Quartermaine. Is Willow questioning Drew's honesty about being home alone on the night Cyrus Renault allegedly died? Drew is lying through his teeth about being alone at home the night Cyrus Renault allegedly died, despite the fact that Jason Morgan was present. Willow is beginning to mistrust her man's story, and the cracks in her trust are emerging. Drew's brazen deception has put him on precarious footing, and viewers are eager to see if he can sweet-talk his way out of this situation, or if Willow is finally ready to catch on. General Hospital spoilers, an aha moment. It all started at the PCPD when detectives approached Drew and asked if he was with Jason that night. Drew didn't flinch, he simply lied, claiming to be alone and leaving Jason hanging out to dry. How did Jason react? His jaw nearly touched the floor as he was taken aback. Carly Spencer picked up on Drew's aura right away, knowing he was full of it because Jason was around. Willow didn't notice at first, still captivated by Drew's charm, but Carly wouldn't let it go. Why would Jason lie about this, she inquired, laying a seed of doubt that struck Willow like a ton of bricks. The fans could see it right away, the flash in her eyes indicated that she was questioning everything Drew had told her. Spoilers, Willow is lying, too, to herself. Back at Drew's house, Willow was in overdrive attempting to patch up her eroding faith. Instead of taking a step back to digest the obvious truth that Drew lied about Jason being present, she pushed headfirst into denial, agreeing to move in with him as if it would magically erase the red flags. That's classic Willow, clinging to the illusion rather than confronting the truth. Drew is certainly putting on the charm thick, flashing his hero smile to keep her hooked, but not everyone is fooled. Carly's query will continue to chew at Willow, and she must know something is wrong. Is she simply too terrified to acknowledge Drew is playing her, or does she believe love can cover all his deception? Willow's delicate mental state isn't exactly shocking. She has a history of falling for the knight in shining armor type to save her from herself. Should we be surprised that she's bought Drew's act? Not really. From Harrison Chase to Michael Corinthos and now Drew, she's always looking for a hero to help her restore her broken pieces. Perhaps the impact from Dawn of Day is still affecting her mind. Henry Shiloh Archer left her defenseless, and the scars are deep. Drew is taking on the savior position, but now that we know he lied about Jason, his halo is fading. Reeling her back in with more smooth talk convinced Willow to move in with him, but will more face-to-face contact simply highlight Drew's shifty conduct, allowing Willow to see its flaws? General Hospital Spoilers Weekly Update, February 24th to 28th, Joss' new job and Drew's betrayal. Another exciting week at Port Charles. General Hospital spoilers for the week of March 3rd to 7th, 2025 reveal a tense situation in Port Charles following a week of Cyrus mayhem. Weekly Recap Episode 15655 aired on Monday, February 24th, 2025. Sunny went to GH to check on Laura concerning Lucky. Jocelyn told Trina a narrative about the night before, and she later discovered that Jason had been brought in for Cyrus' disappearance. Jason told Anna that he had not killed Cyrus and that he had an alibi. Dante told Alexis, Christina, and Molly that Cyrus had slain Sam. Sunny provided money for Joe's impending school trip. Brooklyn confided in Lois that she had finally told Chase the truth. Episode 15656 aired on Tuesday, February 25th, 2025, and Drew accused Nina of being jealous of her daughter. Nina later stated to Maxie that she was looking for dirt on Drew, referring to his new safe. Carly revealed to Brennan that she's not sure what's going on between them. Later, Joss walked over and requested him to make sure Jason wasn't arrested for Cyrus' murder, and he invited her back to the WSB. Selena showed up at GH and asked Brad to resign and come back to work for her, but he declined. Later, he delivered her his blackmail on Portia in exchange for his debt being settled. Kai brought Trina to an interactive painting session. Episode 15657 aired on Wednesday, February 26, 2025. After Trina and Kai finished their paintings, Trina toppled off her step stool into Kai's arms, and the two kissed. Chase surprised Brooklyn when he proposed having a baby with Finn's sperm. After speaking with Brennan, Joss decided to join the WSB. Tracy obtained a cease and desist order, forcing Drew to abandon the Quartermain name, which upset the rest of the family, particularly Gio, who admitted that he enjoyed having his late father's name. Drew refuted Jason's allegation that he was with him when Cyrus went missing, which enraged Carly. Diane eventually convinced the station to let Jason go, and he told Anna that whomever framed him was undoubtedly a professional. Stella informed Curtis about their plan to take down Drew. Episode 15658 aired on Thursday, February 27, 2025. Lucky awoke to see Lulu by his bedside. Elizabeth rushed in and kissed him, followed by Laura and Sunny, who had returned from a meeting about Sidwell's attempt to steal Sunny's property on the pier. Trina confided with Stella about whether she should continue seeing Kai. Carly met Brennan for a drink at Charlie's and then saw Sidwell with Lucy. Later, Trina greeted Carly and informed her that Joss had joined a school trip abroad at the last minute, to which Brennan listened knowingly. Martin arrived at the Q home and forced Tracy to remove the cease and desist, threatening to come forth about the home crossing their property limits. Later, Lulu arrived, and she and Tracy had the impression Martin was hiding something when she asked if he had heard from Valentine. Brooklyn told Lois about Chase's suggestion, and Chase raged to Dante about what they should do. Sunny and Christina joined Alexis and Molly for lunch at Bobby's on Friday, February 28, 2025. When Rick and Ava walked in, Christina lashed out at both of them and Alexis interfered before Sunny could escalate the situation. When Molly left to pick up Danny, she bumped into Cody and screamed about her parents. Lucy tried to persuade Natalia and Maxie to collaborate with Sidwell. When Sasha saw them all gathered, she told them that he had kidnapped her and kept her in a room with a bomb. Olivia proposed to Carly that they hire Sasha at the Metro Court, which Carly did. Isaiah warned Jordan about getting too near to Sidwell. The week ahead in Port Charles will see Lulu make progress in her search for Charlotte, while numerous people will clash. Next week's Breakdown episode 15660 will air on Monday, March 3, 2025, with Sasha updating Jason. Lulu makes a request to Spinelli. Gio asks Dante's guidance. Sidwell seeks to strike a bargain. Drew confronted Curtis. Laura sends news to Curtis in episode 15661, which aired on Tuesday, March 4, 2025. Brad makes a confession. Emma confides in Gio. Carly lashes out. Portia is being threatened. Carly and Brennan's date is interrupted in episode 15662, which aired on Wednesday, March 5, 2025. Lois tries to hide her tracks. Ava advises Portia. Lulu seeks out Cody. Anna confides in Felicia. Episode 15663 aired on Thursday, March 6, 2025. Sunny and Tracy clash. Lulu considers her next action. Willow befriends Isaiah. Elizabeth meets with Drew. Alexis was summoned to Windmere. Brooklyn is on the hot seat in episode 15664, which aired on Friday, March 7, 2025. Carly makes a major decision. Isaiah and Jordan become closer. Emma fears for Anna. Ned and Lois disagree. Brennan framed Jason for murder. Dante informed Alexis that Cyrus had slain Sam and the others but had vanished. Laura described everything to Martin, who believed that stopping Cyrus from letting their mother die was what set things in motion. Anna suspected Cyrus' cabin was professionally cleaned and summoned Jason to the station. He swore he hadn't done it, but a check of the cabin revealed only 2 hairs, which forensics determined were Jason's. Jocelyn arrived at the station and insisted that Jason was innocent. She then went to see Jack, who was talking about his new connection with Carly. When she told him about Jason, Brennan assured her that he would not go to prison because there was no body. He then extended his invitation to her to join the WSB, which she grudgingly accepted. Jason claimed that he was at Drew's when Cyrus was murdered, so Drew was summoned to the station, where he lied and refused to confirm Jason's alibi. Diane eventually convinced a judge to throw out the case, and Anna was determined to find out who set him up. Chase's suggestion stunned Brooklyn, who informed Lois that she admitted to Chase that she had a baby as a teenager but kept out the fact that Dante was the father. Sunny handed Gio money for a vacation to see the Chicago Orchestra, which he appreciated. Chase suggested to Brooklyn that they use Finn as a sperm donor to keep the kid in the family, but she did not want to bear his brother's baby. As Lois consoled Brooklyn, Dante advised Chase, who later stated he realized it was a horrible idea and apologized for placing her in that situation. Sidwell made his move. Stella informed Curtis that Congressman Henderson would meet with him, and he practiced what he intended to say about Drew with his aunt, who was concerned that Drew would respond. Drew was grateful to Willow for always believing in him, and she proclaimed that he was the guy she loved, so she and the kids will finally move in with him. Laura, Jordan, and Curtis informed Sunny of Drew and Sidwell's plot to take his property for the Esplanade, saying that they would fight it and urging him not to do anything dumb. Sidwell asked Lucy to help him buy Sunny's land, but she declined. When Sidwell threatened Carly to stay quiet about the misunderstanding while holding her and Sasha at gunpoint, Jack told him to leave Carly alone or he'd take care of him permanently. After speaking with Jordan at the Metro Court, Sidwell was summoned to another table, where he attempted to arrange a business deal with Deception, providing them the mineral they required in exchange for 5% of the company. After Sasha told them that he was a crazy criminal, Sidwell insisted that no charges were ever filed and informed them that his offer had an expiration date. Tracy suspected Martin. The family was surprised when Tracy announced that a judge had determined Drew could not use the Quartermain name, and they argued that this would only harm Scout, who would no longer feel like a member of the family. Martin threatened to report that the Quartermain crypt was on public land unless Tracy withdrew her lawsuit against Drew for exploiting the family name, but she called him out and refused to back down. When Lulu came, Martin apologized for not being able to locate Valentine and swiftly left. Tracy noticed the attorney's actions and told Lulu that he was lying through his teeth. Trina and Kai kissed. Trina told Ava about her date with Kai, and Ava noticed she was discussing Spencer's death in the past tense. Quinn couldn't believe Kai went out with Trina after everything she'd done, but Kai insisted that Trina did nothing wrong and warned Quinn to avoid her. Kai then took Trina to a modern art museum where they painted canvases together and praised her for broadening his horizons. Kai caught Trina when she fell off her stepladder, and they shared a kiss. Brad's delight about heading to Miami with Lucas was dampened when Selena informed him that he needed to return to work to pay off Cody's debt. He provided his Aunt Heather's lab results, which Portia tampered with, and Selena took them as money. After another argument with Drew regarding Willow, Nina sought Maxie for assistance in breaking into Drew's safe to find something incriminating. Maxie revealed where she might get the combination before leaving. Lucky finally woke up, and Lulu informed him that Jason had been arrested for murdering Cyrus. Liz was pleased he was okay, but she was concerned that the experience would change his attitude about staying in Port Charles. When Ava attempted to speak with Sonny about Avery, Christina reacted angrily, and Rick exacerbated the situation before Alexis intervened. Molly went to pick up Danny at the Quartermaines and told Cody about her parents' constant fighting. Cody, speaking from personal experience, encouraged her to express her feelings. Sasha was overwhelmed by the Quartermaines' desire to dictate what she did with her kid. However, she denied Jason's offer of assistance since she did not want to accept his money. Olivia approached Carly in the hopes of rescuing Sasha, and she agreed to offer the single mother a room at the Metro Court as well as a work in the kitchen. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.